Give him an extra couple minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rock and roll Thursday Night Thunder. Don't forget George is here. Stock Buggy, Kyle Roberts, Vince, Mikey, Dave Whiteside, and the man, the myth, the legend, Hoss Gulick is here. You're on the track right now. Turn marshal is going to be Kyle Roberts, Kyle Skidmore, and George Miller himself. Plus, I'm going to need some volunteers. Thank you, Ryan. Is already out there. The man. Sorry, George. I didn't mean to make you go out there already. So, my wife's mean to me. That's why I'm like this. She beats me. Trust me, it's not fun. I may be 6 foot and overweight, but she has this mental thing on me. All right, see? There you go. This is my 5th marriage. It's not my last, obviously, right? 3 for you? 2? All right, thank God. Let's get him out there. Chippy's had 4, but a hand puppet doesn't count. All right, here come the boys. Let's get them out there. Kyle, Vince, Mikey, David, and Hoss. David didn't even want to race, and I made him do it. And look at, he's the first one up there. You little goody two-shoes. Like I said, don't forget to go with Miss C. Miss Heidi for the best cooked food around. She's got some meatball subs now. George, I want you to order a grilled chicken teriyaki wrap with grilled onions in it, dude. I'm telling you. Orgasmatic. That's why I'm fat, because I don't have orgasm anymore. I just eat myself to death. Don't worry about that. Mike will be in the women's room, but the men's room is open. So. Here come a turn marshals. Oh, Danny Thomas is going to turn marshal? What a guy. Nah, he's probably racing next. We don't care. He's all right. We got all turn marshals in place. We need 5 turn marshals. Looking for Kyle and Mikey. Check in. Here he comes. Mason's racing tonight. Can you believe this? In modified? And he had some crap to say. He said Billy's got no game tonight. Want him on the track. Exactly. We're just going to give Mason a medal. Tell him to go home. All right, as soon as you guys finish checking in, we're going to close the track down. Hey, Mike, you got a transponder in that? All right, track is closed. Track is closed. Shut him down. Shut him down. Thank you, Mike. All right, here we go. Kyle Roberts, you're going to lead us off. The rest of you guys go when I call you out. Here we go. Kyle on the horn, less than 5. Mr. Vince. Mike. Mr. David. And the cabinet man, Hoss, bring it on. We are on the track right now, Stock Boogie. This is the Pro Stock class. Not that there's not a Pro Stock. Yeah, there is. Independent. 18-7 by Kyle coming off right away. Woo, Mikey laying down a 17-6. And right now the running order is, we'll wait for Hoss to come around. Here he comes. It's going to be Mikey, David, Kyle, Hoss, and Vince. Mikey coming around in that orange buggy. Kyle Roberts right there in that black car. New fast lap, 18-3. Could be purple. We don't know. We've been smoking some stuff out back, so my eyesight's a little off. Kyle Roberts, new pass lap, 18-3 that time. David Whiteside, red, white, and blue now in the center track, in the lead. Mikey taking over 2. Kyle now taking the 2. Mikey drops to 3. Hoss to 4. And Vince in a 5. 1 down, 4 to go. Again, everybody set new pass times that time. 17-1 for Mikey in the lead. And where is he? There he is, going over the jump. Kyle Roberts, new pass lap that time, 18-1 on lap number 4. Mikey, 17-6 now on a 17-504 pace. David, 17-509. Kyle, 17-512. 130 down, 3.5 to go. Pro Stock Short Course, Thomas, Chris, David, Bobby, and Mr. George Miller all the way from Arkansas. You'll be up next. Vince, new pass lap, 18-2 on lap number 4. Kyle Roberts putting a 17-7 down. But here come the leaders. Haas, 20.2, didn't help him that time, but Mikey leading him out right now with a 17.9 that time. He's got a 5-second lead over second place. That's Mikey in the center of the track right now. That's your leader. David Whiteside, new pass lap, going over the double jump there with a 17.5 on 6. Kyle putting down an 18.8 that time. And then number 3, Haas, 18.3. Coming up to the halfway point. We are in the hiring process right now. Chippy has been chosen from the, all right, nobody else showed up at him, but so we're going to try to train him to call the races. Dave Whiteside, new pass lap, 17.5. Oh. My friend's got them. Oh, my friend's got them. And there it is, just past the halfway point, come up to the 2-minute warning. Mikey's still running him out there with about 5-second lead over David. We got everybody out there. We got some Associated, Losi, Serpent. David rolls it. That's the number 2 car. Thomas right there to get it. That's Angry Thomas. Now, obviously, Thomas drives with his hat facing forward, so you've all seen that movie Over the Top, right? No, we didn't see it either. He gets pissed off. He turns his hat around backwards. Watch out. It's like a new driver out there. Mikey McFarland lead him out. 17.505. David, 16.5 flat. Kyle, 16.503. Vince now moving up to the 4 with a 17.9 new pass lap. 1:30 to go. Pro Stock Short Course should be on the red carpet when you guys are ready to go. Since you guys are running like turn marshal and race, I'll give you an extra minute on the clock. All right, George, I just texted Heidi in concessions. She's got your grilled chicken teriyaki wrap waiting for you. They're only $17 plus a tip, so don't worry about it. Mikey leading it out still. David now back on a 17-lap pace. Kyle still in the number 3, followed by Vince and Haas. There it is. Yellow lights on. We're at the 1-minute mark. Mikey, David, Kyle, Vince, and Haas is out right now. Only kidding you, he's out there. Come on, Haas, bring it down. You got it. 30 seconds to go. Again, when you hear me tell you race is over, you don't stop until I tell you you're done. Remember, this is qualifying. We've got 2 qualifiers in the mains. Woo, George, it was like watching Forrest, right? He was quick. 20 seconds to go. Ten seconds. Getting close in the middle there. Race it out, guys. Everybody keep going. Race is over. Keep going until I call your name. Kyle, you're done. David, you're done. Mikey, you're done. Vince, you're done. And the man, the myth, the legend, Haas, you're done. Mikey, taking early TQ, 17.504. David, 16.501. And Kyle, 16.504. Thank you, guys. Good run. Next up, race number 2-7, Pro Stock Short Course. Angry Thomas, Chris, David Haslam, Bobby Ifrady, and George, the Animal Miller. Oh, Mel. Wait a second. All right, ladies, let's get him on the back. Told you the hat was going to come off. Thomas took it right off and threw it on the ground. All right, Mr. Angry Thomas. You're going to lead us off, followed by Chris, David, Bobby, and Mr. Miller. Okay, guys, you're going to go when I call your name. Thomas, you're going on the horn, less than 5. Chris. David. Bobby. And here he comes, George, first time on New Red Hobbies on the track. We'll get him some tires and some rims. Don't worry about it. We'll take up a collection. You know what we'll do? We'll do a GoFundMe for George's tires. All right, Vince, we need $100 for George's tires. Vince has got it. Vince always has money. Wait till you guys see the new Red Hobby sponsored driver shirts coming in Friday. And we're putting an order in for 144 T-shirts. So that's right. You guys are going to get some new T-shirts after 2 years. Bobby Ifredi leading them off right now. Chris Bastille in at number 2, followed by Thomas, David, and George. Chris Bastille now taking the lead. Bobby moves it at 2, David 3, Thomas and George. 1 down, 4 to go. George, new pass lap that time, 27.4. Right now, Thomas with a 20.2 that time. Thomas out there in the middle in the pink and blue, back in the lead. Bobby now taking the lead back in that orange truck. Bobby driving his new Team C. Bobby sponsored by Team C. Way to go, Bobby. Used to be Team B for boy, but we don't know what the C is, so they just took him anyway. Don't worry, Bobby. Take George and just push him around. Way to go. Way to treat the new guy. Don't worry, George. He's not normally here. We let him here. They let him out of the home. Bobby Ifredi back in the lead, followed by Chris. Now Thomas now to do Chris in the 3, David and George. 2 down, 3 to go, guys. 3 to go. Don't forget, if you guys cannot watch it or have some friends who want to see you racing, let them know. They can go on YouTube, New Red Hobbies YouTube, also on NewRedHobbies.com. We're also broadcasting. Coming up to that halfway point, Thomas Andre, new pass lap, 19.9 on lap number 6. But it's Bobby Ifredi in the lead right now. Next up, Modified Buggy, Kyle, Billy, JR, and Racing. Mason McComb coming back from a 3-month hiatus. Chris, new pass lap, 20.3 that time. Bobby Ifredi still in the lead. Chris now, 19.6 that time. It is Bobby, Thomas, Chris, David, and George. Coming up on a 2-minute warning. There it is, 3 down, 2 to go. Don't worry, George, we'll get you some tires going. While they're not looking, we'll go out and steal some for you. Thomas coming around right there, now taking a lead over. Bobby in that orange truck now, taking over that number 2 spot. Chris in the 3. Excuse me, Thomas in the 2, Chris in the 3, David 4, and George in the 5. 1:30 to go. Right now, top 3 on a 14-lap pace. Pretty tight up there. Heading on up into the 9021 area code up on the hill. Bobby coming through in that orange truck. Coming up to the 1-minute mark. Bobby, Thomas, and Chris right now. And there it is. 1 on the clock. Yellow light is on. That's what we need. Give it to him. Oh, wait, we'll do it after this. A few minute heats. 35 seconds. Bobby, Chris, now Thomas dropping back into the 3. David and Mr. George up to the number 5 spot, hanging tough. 25 seconds to go. You got it. You got it. 5 seconds to go. Eminem. Race it out. Race it out. Chris, you're done, Chris. Chris may have taken a win right there. Thomas, you're done. Bobby, you're done. Waiting for David and George. David done and George up on the hill up there. Guys, George, that black truck should be the only one on track right now. And George, you're done. Chris taking a win, 6:14.502. Bobby, 14.504. And Thomas, 14.511. All right, guys, put your cars on charge. Take a spot on track again. Modified buggy. Kyle, Billy, JR, and Mason. The real Slim Shady. All right, let's get our terminals out there. Pro Stock, Thomas, Chris, David, Bobby, and George. Let's get them on track, guys. Terminals, let's go. Let's get them checked in. Looking for Kyle, Billy, and JR. Get checked in. Hey, Chris, can you take up on the hill for me up that cone up there? Thank you. George, when you get a chance, I need you out here turn marshal again. I know you're going back to back to back. I need you out here if you can. We'll get a volunteer for George. Thanks, man. Take on the other side of the driver's stand and all the way up on the hill there, Chris. Thanks, man. Don't know. Yes, put Kyle. All right, Billy, check in, please. Track is now closed. Track is closed. Waiting for Billy to check in. Kyle Skidmore, check in, please. All right, now put that to Kyle. Oh, yeah. Billy, check in one more time, please. Let me give that to Billy. Thank you, guys. We're all checked in. All right, this is the modified buggy. Let's get ready to go. Kyle, congratulations. Thank you for making the trip here. You're going to lead us off. Less than 5. Billy. JR. And racing, Mason McComb. Bring it on. We haven't seen Mason out, actually, since 1973. Tonight we have a bunch of the Southeast champions and a world champion here. I don't know if JR's ever won a world champion yet, but we know we have a lot here. Billy is by Serpent, Kyle Serpent, JR is with Losi, and Mason is associated. Billy Easton right now with a 16-9 leading them out. JR follows him into the 2, followed by Kyle and racing Mason McComb. JR, new 16.9, new pass lap, now taking the lead in Team Losi, going over the double there. That is your new leader. Kyle Skidmore now to the 2. Billy Easton falls to the 3. Mason, new pass lap, 18.1 in the number 4 spot. 1 down, 4 to go. JR Mitch, 16.5 that last lap. Team Losi. Billy Easton taking a new pass lap, 16.505 on lap number 4. Still in number 3 spot, though. JR leading him out. Kyle now into the 16 with a 16.9. And Billy now jumping to that number 2 spot. So JR right now, 18.503. Billy, 18.508. Kyle on 18.509. And Mason on 17.510. Coming up to the 3-minute warning. Next up is going to be Independent Stock Buggy. Be Chris, Ryan Spriggs, Danny, and Miss Kalem. Two down, 3 to go. JR right now hanging on to a 3-second lead over Billy Easton. Kyle right behind Billy, 2 seconds back. Mason trying to gain some traction out there in the number 4 spot. Coming up to the halfway point. Leader is Team Losi, Mr. JR Mitch. Billy, 16.4. JR matches at 16.4. Wow. That's moving, guys. Hey, bet's still on. First person into the 15s will go $25. First person into a 15-second lap, $25. Right now, you're 0.4 of a second off. Right now, JR picked up a second now, 18.502. Billy, 18.505. And Kyle, 18.509. That's your pace. Coming up to a 2-minute warning. Billy right now in the white car, followed by JR in the red. Kyle will figure him out. I think he's in that green, and Mason in the red and white. There it is, 3 down, 2 to go. First half of the Independent Stock Buggy will be race number 4 coming up. JR, another new fast lap on 11, 16.4 that time. He's now 18.502. 1:30 on the clock. Your leader right there, Mason, not the leader. Coming down the back now, Billy first, followed by JR and Kyle in number 3. Right now, you got the giants of the state battling out. JR Mitch right now with a lead, 3 seconds. One to go, guys. 1 to go. Yellow is on. It's JR, Billy, Kyle, and Mason. Billy now taking the lead. Got a 3-second lead over JR. Kyle right there with JR about 4 seconds back, and Mason on a 15.501 pace. 40 seconds to go. Thirty seconds. Billy right now stretching out lead at 5 seconds. Make that 4 as JR just put down a 16.7 that time. Kyle hanging tough right there with an 18 lap pace also. Billy 16.6 that time. Kyle 16.9 in that yellow and green. Race it out, guys. Race it out. Billy, you're done. 18.504. Kyle, you're done. 18.511. Mason, you're done. 15.504. And here he comes. JR Mitch taking the number 2. No. At last second, Billy, 18.504 takes the win. Kyle, 18.511.1 takes 2. And 18.511.9 for JR take the 3. All right, next up is Independent Stock Buggy, race number 4-7. Bring it to the line.
All right, this is the first round of the independent stock buggy. It's going to be Chris, Ryan Harrington, Ryan Springs, Daniel Landry, and Kaylin. Need my turn marshals out there from the last race, please. Thank you, Danny, for checking in. All right, we got a minute's grace call for Chris. Track is open. Still waiting for Kaylin to check in. 2 minutes on the clock. And everybody's checked in. We'll give Chris a few moments while he gets his battery ready. Alright, tracks is closed. Can I get one more volunteer turn marshal? Front of the driver's stand, please. Alright, race is going to start as follows. Be Chris, then Ryan Harrington, Ryan Spriggs, Danny, and Kaylin. Drivers ready, turn marshals ready. Here we go. Listen 5. Ryan Harrington, Ryan Spriggs, Danny, and Kaylin. And we are off on the first round of independent stock buggy. Still need one more volunteer driver, turn marshal, front of the driver's stand, please. Thank you, David. Alright, we do have Ryan Spriggs in number 1, Danny Landry in 2, Chris in 3, Ryan Harrington in number 4, and Kaylin in number 5. 1 down, 4 to go. Ryan Spriggs set a new fast lap, 19.8. Daniel Landry's got a 19.4. He's the fastest lap out there.
Did she hit me before?
1.5 down, 3.5 to go. It is Ryan Spriggs, Danny Landry, Chris in the number 3, Ryan Harrington in number 4, Kaylin in the 5. we go. 2 down, 3 to go. It is Ryan Spriggs, Danny Landry, Ryan Harrington, Chris, and then Kaylin. Oh.
Don't worry, Kaylin. Daddy's got plenty of money.
It's Ryan Spriggs out there, number 1 with a 16.512. Daniel Landry right behind him with a 15.517. Ryan Harrington with a drops down the number 4 spot. Ryan Spriggs in a new fast lap, 18.9. Three down, 2 to go. Race number 5, the second half in this independent stock buggy. Mike Olds, Iggy Schmidt, John McGrath, and Angry Thomas Andre. Need you guys on the red carpet, please. 3.5 down, 1.5 to go. It is Ryan Spriggs, Danny Landry, Chris. Looks like Ryan Harrington is out, and Keelan at number 5. Danny Landry just set a new fast lap of 18.6.
Keep going, Kaylin. You're doing great, girl. She's a novice driver up against you, independent guys, so she's making it happen out there. She's in an orange buggy. Again, normally a novice, but she's running against the independent guys, being very respectful. Coming up to the 1 minute mark.
There we are. 4 down, 1 to go. It is Ryan Spriggs, Danny, Chris. Looks like Ryan is out, and Kaylin number 5. She just might take the 4th. 40 seconds. It is Ryan, Danny, Chris, and Kaylin out there. $20 seconds. Five seconds. Race is over. Race it out till I call your name. Chris, you're done. Keep going. Keep going, Kaylin. Ryan Spriggs, you're done. Still waiting on Danny and Kaylin. Track is hot, guys. Hold your spots. Danny, you're done. Waiting on Kaylin. Kaylin, you're done. Ryan Spriggs takes it with a 15.511. Chris in the number 2, 14.505. And Danny in the third, 14.525. All right, second round, independent stock buggy. You're on the clock. All right, we got Mike Olds checked in, Iggy, and Thomas. Just waiting on Josh. Any of my turn marshals out there from the last race, please?
All right, hobby shop's going to be closed
Take a guess.
I guess. No, you gotta go take it. Okay, he's gone. Back again.
I need Chris out there. Ryan, both Ryans, Danny and Kaylin.
Chris has turned marshal 12 times. You gotta be tired, right? Yeah, one more time. You're young and spry. Get out there.
Still waiting on Josh to check in here.
Remember, guys, we have two different heats in this independent stock. So remember, there's gonna be all 90 you're gonna be running in the main. So right now, Ryan has TQ 15.5.
Tom, this is my race. Thank you. Shut up. Want to take a vote? Okay. Hi, Mike Olds. On the horn, less than 5. Mr. Iggy Iggy. And Josh. And Thomas. Second round, independent stock buggy.
You're a dumb bitch. Why don't you change Slim Shady by M&M?
One down, 4 to go. It is Iggy, Thomas Andre, Mike Olds, and Josh. Thomas Andre just set out a new fast lap, 18-2 on lap number 3. It is Thomas Andre, Iggy, Josh, and Mike Olds back down number 4. Josh just laid down a new fast lap, 18-9. Just so you know, the top 3 guys are ahead of TQ Place. Setting round pace. I'm sorry. Setting round 1 by Ryan Spriggs with a 15.511. That is.
Take him out back, right? Take him out back.
Just shoot me. And coming up on the halfway mark, 2.5 down, 2.5 to go. It is Thomas Andre in number 1, Iggy in number 2, Josh in number 3, and Mike Olds in number 4. Iggy just took the lead. But between first and second is only 1 second apart. Make that 3 seconds. Turn the other way. Oh my. Oh my. Do y'all see smoke in here? Oh, help. Somebody help me. I'm dying.
My goal, new fast lap that time, 18.5.
Woo!
Followed by Josh, Thomas, and Mikey.
3.5 down, 1.5 to go. It is Iggy. Josh up in the number 2 now. Thomas down to number 3, and Mike Olds at number 4.
Race number 6, modified four-wheel drive. Kyle Roberts, Kyle Skidmore, and George. You're going to be up next. Will you be in the staging area?
Coming up on that 1 minute mark. Four down, 1 to go. Iggy in that number 1, Thomas number 2, Mike Olds in number 3, Josh in number 4. 40 seconds on the clock.
Iggy, right now, the only one on 16-lap pace. He's in that orange buggy coming out the back with Josh Markroff right behind him. In that yellow buggy.
15 seconds. Race it out, race it out. Keep going until I call your name. Thomas, keep going.
Thomas first went into a 17-second lap.
Mike, you're done. Iggy, you're done. Josh, you're done. Waiting on Thomas.
This is going to be for the lead here. Thomas just ran a 17.9 last time.
Ooh, and everybody's done. Iggy sets a new TQ with 16.512. Thomas in number 2 with a 16.517. And Josh in the number 3 with a 15.509. Yes. I'm just, yes, I am so tired. I had to have it. Next class is open 4-wheel drive buggy. All right, looking for my turn marshals out there. Mike Olds is out there. Iggy, Josh, and Thomas Andre. And Iggy, where you at, Iggy? All right, minutes race has been called. Kyle, can I get you to check in for me, please? Gotcha, thank you. Tom's in pain. George, when you get fixed, I need you to check in for me, please. All right. It's going to be Kyle Roberts, then Kyle Skidmore left, and then George. Let me old announcer. Um, Skidless, you're winning. One down, four to go. It is Kyle Skidmore, Kyle Roberts, and then George at number 3. Kyle Skidmore with a new fast lap, 16.9. Kyle Roberts out there with a 17.3. George coming around with a 26.4. Woo!
Don't worry, George. You can hit him. He's lived a good, long 17-year-old life. Sorry, back. That's me again. All right, stop.
2 down, 3 to go. What was that?
Did a pipe slide all the way down. All right, we got to give him an extra lap for doing that. Way to go, George.
Right now, it's Kyle Skidmore up in the number 1 spot. Just at a new fast lap of 16.6. Kyle Robinson is number 2 with 18.1. George Miller in a 30.6. Both those Kyles are battling it out, taking each other's position.
2.5 down, 2.5 to go.
They're battling it out.
Race number 7. Stock truck should be ready to rock and roll. Should be in the staging area.
Three down, 2 to go. It's Kyle Skidmore, Kyle Roberts, and George at number 3. Three and a half down, 1.5 to go. It is Kyle Skidmore, Kyle Roberts, and George, number 3.
My boy
George Miller just set a new fast lap, 22-1. Looks like those tires are starting to hook up here. Coming up on that 1 minute mark. Kyle Skidmore just set a new fast lap, 16.652. 4 down, 1 to go. 1 to go, drivers. Stock truck, you're up next. Kyle Skidmore, number 1. Kyle Roberts, number 2. George, number 3. Kyle Skidmore just set a new fast lap, 16.605. 25 seconds, guys. Ten seconds. Race is over. Race it out. Race it out. Don't stop till I call your name. Kyle Roberts, you're done. Kyle Skidmore, you're done. Just waiting on George. Going to get an extra lap.
Hold the spot, guys. Truck is hot. Orange truck, orange buggy on the track.
And George, you're done. Kyle Skidmore takes it with a 15 or 17.5 flat. Kyle Roberts with a 16.502. George Miller with a 12.522. Stock 2-wheel drive truck, you're next. Looking for Thomas, Andre, and Iggy to check in. All right, thank you, Thomas.
Get ready to rock and roll. Vince, you're going to lead out, followed by Ryan, Thomas, Iggy. Vince, you're going to go on the horn, less than 5.
Ryan. Thomas. And Iggy.
Okay, after this race, guys, we're going to take a 15-minute break. We'll go into round
One down, four to go. It is Vince, Thomas, Iggy, number 3, and Ryan in number 4. Vince with an 18.5, 6. Thomas with a 19.1. Iggy with a 19.8. One and a half down, 3.5 to go. It is Vince, Thomas, Iggy, and Ryan. Two down, 3 to go. It is Vince in the number 1 with a 16.506. Thomas laid down a new lap, 18.9. He's on a 16.5, 15 lap pace. And Iggy in the number 3 with a 15.5, 14 pace. Two and a half down, 2.5 to go. It is Vince, then Thomas, then Iggy and Ryan, number 4. Don't forget your phone. Three down, 2 to go. It is Vince, number 1. Thomas in number 2. Iggy in number 3. Ryan in the number 4. Ryan just had a new fast lap of 19.9. Three and a half down, 1.5 to go. We think we should be out of here about 10 o'clock. Iggy just set a new fast lap of 19.1. Vince is the only one on a 16 lap pace. One to go, 1 to go. It is Vince, Thomas, Iggy, and Ryan. Twenty seconds. Ten seconds. Race is over. Race it out. Race it out until I call your name. Ryan, you're done. Vince, you're done. Thomas, you're done. Iggy, you're done. Vince takes it with a 16.506. Thomas, number 2, with a 15.504. And Ryan jumps up in a number 3 with a 14.501. All right, guys. Thank you so much for this round. It's 5 after 8. We will go in a round number 2 at 20 after. 15 minutes. Track is open for practice. Alright guys, I do apologize for slacking. I'm going to bring up the sheets from round number 1.
All right, I got about 6.5 on the clock. Hope you guys are having a good time. If you're not, blame Chippy. He's the guy out there with the motorcycle vest that doesn't fit. Kyle, your food's ready for the last time. She's already repeated it twice. Kyle, your food's ready. Don't forget, Miss Heidi works on tips. Head on down there. Order some great food, some drinks. Even though we got broken into last night and some of the food got stolen, don't worry. So if you order a hamburger and you get a honey bun between 2 pieces of bread, that's a treat. Just pretend it's a hamburger. Sorry, they stole the honey buns and left the hamburgers. So if you want a honey bun, we're going to give you a hamburger and sweeten it up with some sugar. Oh, here he comes. I got to shut off. Hey, if anybody's listening to a MyLap transponder holder, let me know. Bobby found one on a track. I'll sell it back to you for $1. All right, where's Mason? Blow the track off, damn it. Mason. Blow the track off. Here, take another 3-4. That's the reason. All right, guys, don't put your cars down yet. We're going to start round number 2. Round number 2 is starting. We're going to blow the track off. GASS. Gases. Shady's back. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rock and roll round 2. Pro Stock Buggy. Mikey, David, Kyle, Vince, and Haas. Turn marshals, get your butts out there. Vince, Ryan, Thomas, Iggy, and a volunteer. Let's get ready to go. Round 2. This is 7 races. Waiting to go for the mains after that. We are on time and ready to go. Thank you. Ryan's out there in a timely fashion, waiting for Vince, Thomas, Iggy, and a volunteer. Wait, Vince is out. All right, we need 2 turn marshals. There he is. Where have you been? Chris is out there for the 87 time turn marshal. Way to go, Chris. Let's go, boys. Everybody checked in. Turn marshals, last call. Thomas, it is there. Iggy, let's go. Thanks, Bobby. Bobby's going to take the top for us. Way to go, Bobby. Appreciate it. Don't worry about the next race. I'll give you plenty of time. You're young. You're spry. You have at least another 6 months to live. Don't worry about it. Get up there. Come on. Well, then kick Iggy up there. Tell Iggy to go up there. We need you, Bobby. We really do. We can't go without you. Thanks, Bobby. Everybody thank Bobby. Come on, give Bobby a round. Thank you, Bobby. There you go. Way to go, Bobby. We gave him the clap. Mikey, you got TQ set round 1, 17.505. That's what we're going for. Here we go. Mike on the horn, less than 5. David. Kyle. Vince. And Haas, anytime you're ready. Here we go. We're ready to go. We are all checked in. Right now, Dave Whiteside up in the lead, followed by Mikey, Kyle, Vince, and Haas. Mikey, new pass lap, 17.8. Now takes him to the lead. David back into the 2. Vince now to 3. Kyle Roberts falls to the 4. Haas going to be coming around here. Down the back. Here he comes. 18-5 for Haas, still in that number 5 spot. Mikey down another new pass lap. 17-5 takes the lead away. He's now 2 seconds ahead of TQ Pace. 1 down, 4 to go. Right now, Dave Whiteside parks himself behind Mike, about 3 seconds back. Vince still in 3. Kyle, fast lap, 18-2 that time, but into 4. Haas into 5. Vince, new pass on that one, 17-7 in the burgundy and black. Mikey coming down the back in the orange. There he goes, the leader going through. 18-1 that time. Dave Whiteside in the red, white, and blue, 20.095 right now, 11 seconds off the lead. Vince now taking over the 2 spot. David into 3, followed by Kyle and Haas. Haas, new pass lap, 18-4 that time. Two down, 3 to go. Mikey leading him out ahead of his own TQ Pace by 3 seconds. David Whiteside in 2, followed by Vince, Kyle, and Haas. Race number 27, Pro Stock Short Course, should be in the staging area. That'd be the red carpet here. Thomas, Chris, David, Bobby, and Mr. George. You guys will be up next. We'll give you plenty of time. That's the halfway point. 2.5 down, 2.5 to go. Mikey, new pass lap on 8, 17-4 now, off TQ Pace by 3 seconds. Dave Whiteside follows him into the 2, followed by Vince, Kyle, and Haas. Right now, everybody on a 17-lap pace. Mikey now 2 seconds off his own TQ Pace. Mikey going across the top. Here comes your leader. Down the back, Mike McFarland. He's in that orange buggy. There he is, 17-9. Oh, hits the pipe, but maintains all 4. Haas coming through, 18-7. Vince now taking over the 2. David follows him into the 3, followed by Kyle and Haas. 1:40 on the clock. Again, Pro Stock Short Course. I know some of you got the turn marshaling. We'll give you plenty of time. Somebody's missing a transponder holder. Let us know. I have it here. We don't charge you any extra for it. That was yours, Thomas? Okay. Bobby, I afraid he found it for you. So don't feel like you can't go give him a hug. Be careful. You might break bones. Haas, new pass lap. 18 flat that time right now. Mikey still 2 seconds off his TQ time. He's now 4 seconds ahead of Vince. David now on a 16-5 flat. Kyle still on the 4. Haas in the 5. Yellow's on. 1 to go. Mikey, Vince, David, Kyle, and Haas. Dave Whiteside, new pass lap, 17-5. Mike stretching that lead out to 7 seconds over Vince. 45 seconds to go. Your leader coming through right there. That is Mike. Woo, slowed up quite a bit that time with 20.829. 35 seconds. Qualifying? Yeah, we'll see. $15 seconds. Race it out, guys. Race it out. This is the final qualifier for Stock Boogie. Keep going. Keep going. Kyle, you're done. New pass lap, 17-8, but you're done. Mikey, you're done. New pass lap, 17-3. You're done. Did not set a new TQ, but you took the win. Track's hot, everybody. Everybody hold your position. Track's hot. Vince, you're done. Haas, you're done. Let's see who takes this one here. Okay, see. No. Hate to say, we'll see who took the 3rd place. And there it is, Mikey taking the win, followed by Vince and Kyle Roberts in the 3. All right, next up, Pro Stock. Bring it to the line. Pro Stock Short Course. Thomas, Chris, David, Bobby, and Mr. George Miller.
Alright, we'll give you guys a minute extra to go back to the pits and get your cars out here. Or in you guys' cases, your trucks. Alright, we're just waiting on George to check in here. And everybody is checked in. Alright, tracks closed, tracks closed. Alright, gird them up in the back straightaway. It's going to be Chris, Bobby, Thomas, David, and George. Drivers are ready, turn marshals ready. Everybody's going to, or I'll call you off. Chris on the horn, less than 5. Bobby, Thomas, David, and George. Race number 2 of 7. One down, 4 to go. Thomas just set a new fast lap, 20.60 or 61. David a new fast lap, 24.1. Thomas now up in the number 1 spot. Just ran his fast lap of 20 flat. 2 down, 3 to go. It is Thomas, Chris, Bobby, George up in the now number 4. David back down to number 5. George just ran a new fast lap of 25.4. David just ran a new fast lap, 21 flat. George just ran another one, 25-4. 2.5 down, 2.5 to go. It is Thomas, Chris, Bobby. Bobby now up in the number 2 spot, putting Chris back down number 3. David number 4, George in the 5. Thomas is now on a new TQ run. 15, 5:19. Three down, 2 to go. It is Thomas, Chris, Bobby, David with a new fast lap of 20.9, and George. It sure is nice to have some out-of-towners from up north a little ways come down while the races are canceled up north. Hope they do return on Saturday. Races will begin, or qualifying rounds will be at 1 o'clock. Track will be open up at 10 a.m. Depends on how fast Mike gets there. Chris on a new fast lap of 19.5. Bobby in number 2, Thomas in number 3, David and George. Coming up on that 1 minute mark. Yellow's on, 1 to go. It is Chris. Thomas now number 2, Bobby in number 3, David and George. Chris is on a new TQ run. Two-wheel drive buggy mod used to be on the red carpet. 30 seconds.
Procedure,
15 seconds. Race it over, race it out, race it out. Don't stop till I call your name. Keep going, George. Thomas, you're done. Track is hot, guys. Track is hot. Chris, you're done. George, you're done. David, you're done. Waiting on Bobby. Chris takes it, sets a new TQ, followed by Thomas. Chris has a 15.519, Thomas on a 14.505, and Bobby on a 14.528. Good race, guys. Up next is the open two-wheel drive buggy. Looking for Billy Easton, Kyle, J.R., and Racing Mason McCombs. Thank you, Haas. Oh, Billy. I can't do it. Mr. Racing Mason McCombs coming out of retirement. Bringing that buggy out tonight. And my turn marshals out there from the last race. Looking for Thomas, Chris, David, Bobby, and George. Alright, still looking for Billy, Kyle, and JR to check in. Got my turn marshals out there, just need our drivers. Alright, looks like everybody's checked in. Let's get them up in the backyard, back line. Alright, drivers ready. Need one more turn marshal up at the top by the J Concept sign, please. Thank you, Mike. You're the best. Alright, turn marshals ready. Drivers ready. Alright, it's going to be Billy Easton on the horn. Lesson 5. Kyle. JR. And racing Mason McComb. One down, 4 to go. It is Billy on an 18.509 pace, followed by Kyle, JR, and Mason McCombs. JR just set a new fast lap, a 16.2. 1.5 down, 3.5 to go. It is Billy, Kyle, JR, and Mason. Billy's just 2 seconds off of breaking his last DQ. Billy, a new fast lap, a 16.440, followed by Kyle, JR, and Mason. Two down, 3 to go. It is Billy, Kyle, JR, and Mason. Two and a half down, 2.5 to go. It is Billy, Kyle, JR, and Mason. Billy now is 2 seconds ahead of TQ. Kyle just set a new fast lap of 16.5494. Independent stock, round or race number 3. Need you on the red carpet. That's going to be 3 down, 2 to go. Race number 1 of independent stock buggy is going to be Chris, Ryan Harrington, Ryan Spriggs, Danny Landry, and Kaylin. Need you on the red carpet. It is Billy, Kyle, JR, and Mason. Billy's ahead of his last TQ by 3 seconds. 3.5 down, 1.5 to go. Oh. Yellow lights on. Yeah. 40 seconds. It is Billy on a new TQ of 18.501. Kyle on 18.5, just behind his last TQ. JR number 3 and Mason in number 4. 25 seconds. 15 seconds. Race is over. Race it out till I call your name. Billy, you're done. Keep going, Kyle. Mason, you're done. Kyle, you're done. Waiting on JR. JR, you're done. Billy takes it. Sets a new TQ of 18.501. Kyle, number 2 with 18.509. JR, number 3 with 18.514. Good race, guys. Up next is Independent Stock Buggy, first round. Looking for Chris, Ryan Harrington, Ryan Spriggs, Daniel Landry, and Kaylin. Need my turn marshals up there and 1 or 2 volunteers, please. Kyle, Billy, JR, and Mason. Mason's out there. All right, waiting for Chris to check in. All right, everybody's checked in. Looking for my turn marshals and a couple volunteers, please. Need one more turn marshal out there, please. Just too many races out there for what we have. Need one more volunteer. All right, it's going to be Ryan on the horn. Rest of you, I'll call you off in order. Chris. Danny. Kalen. And Ryan Harrington. Don't mind the lights, guys. Tom's busy. He's got his hand full. One down, 4 to go. It is Ryan, Chris. Ryan Spriggs the number 1, Chris the number 2, Ryan Harrington number 3, Danny number 4, Keelan in the number 5. Ryan Spriggs on a new fast lap, 18.69. Chris on a new fast lap, 25. Danny with 18.2. Ryan Hamilton with a 20.3, and Keelan with a 30 flat. Ryan Spriggs is now ahead of TQ by 10 seconds. There. Now the green is on. Uh-oh. The master's going to speak. Yes, Daddy. Yes, Daddy. 2 down, 3 to go. Ryan on a new fast lap, 18.337. Ryan Harrington with a new fast lap, 19.887.
All right, so obviously Ryan's cheating. So at the end of this race, we're going to strip his car down and make sure he's not cheating. All right, luck.
Two and a half down, 2.5 to go. Yeah, we're married. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Chris on a new fast lap, 19.1. Three down, 2 to go. It's Ryan Spriggs, Danny, Chris, Ryan number Harrington number 4, and Caitlin.
Ryan right now 8 seconds ahead of TQ time. This could be a close one, guy. We may throw down some money on this one if Jimmy gives up his money tonight.
Second round, independent stock boogie. Need you on the carpet. Mike Olds, Iggy, Josh, and Thomas, Andre. Let's see if Iggy can take that TQ away from Ryan. 3.5 down, 1.5 to go. Caitlin on a new fast lap, 29.65. Way to go.
Way to go, girl. These guys have... One to go, Ryan.
And we still have this transponder bracket. 20 seconds. Race it over. Race it out. Race it out till I call your name. Ryan Spriggs, you're done. With new fast lap 18-2. Chris, you're done. Keep going, guys, so I call your name. Danny, you're done. Waiting on Kaylin and Ryan Harrington. Kaylin, you're done. Track us hot, guys. Ryan, you're done. Brian Spriggs takes it with a new fast lap. Sets a new TQ of 15.502. Chris in the number 2 with a 14.5 flat. Danny in number 3 with a 14.509. And driving. Alright, looks like everybody's checked in. Round number 2, independent stock buggy.
You pay your rent this month? Because you can live anywhere, but you can't race anywhere, right? Come on, George.
It's going to be Iggy, Thomas, Josh, and Mike.
And if you do come back Saturday, you get 25%.
Need my turn marshals out there from the last race. It's going to be Chris, Ryan Harrington, Ryan Spriggs, Dane Landry, and Kaylin. Need you out on the track, please.
Oh, it's all right. Don't worry.
Alright, Iggy set the new TQ, or had a, set the TQ of 16/12. Thomas.
Second half of the independent stock buggy. Let's see if somebody can take it away from Iggy. Ryan had it before. Let it go. All right, Ryan. Don't feel bad.
One down, 4 to go. It is Iggy, Mike, Josh with a new fast lap, 18.7, and Thomas with a new fast lap, 18 or 22.8.
Does the big company know about it? The big company know about it? The regular company?
It is Iggy in the 1, then followed by Mike, Josh, and Thomas. 1.5 down, 3.5 to go. Mike Oles just took the lead and a new TQ pace, and Iggy takes it right back from him. Josh with a new fast lap, 18.6. Thomas with a new fast lap, 20.8. Iggy with a new fast lap, 18.58. Two down, three to go. It is Iggy, Mike, Josh, and Thomas.
Race number 6, modified four-wheel drive buggy. You're going to be up next. You'll be in the staging area. Iggy right now, 4 seconds ahead of TQ. Mike right there with him, followed by Josh and Angry Thomas.
Mike with a new fast lap, 18.1. 2.5 down, 2.5 to go. Iggy number 1. Mike number 2. Josh with a new fast lap, 18.4. Thomas Andre in the number 5. Thomas with a new fast lap, 18 flat. Lap number 9. 3.5 down, 1.5 to go. Four-wheel drive buggy, you should be on the carpet. It's going to be Kyle Roberts, Kyle Skidmore, and George. Coming up on that 1 minute mark. There you go. Yellow's on. 1 to go. 1 to go. It is Iggy, Mike, Josh, and Thomas. Josh up in the number 2 spot. "30 seconds. It is Iggy, Mike, Josh, and Thomas. Iggy's just ahead of his last TQ by 4 seconds. 15 seconds. Race it out, guys. Race it out till I call your name. Keep going, Mike. Get another lap. Iggy, you're done. Josh, you're done. Thomas, you're done. Waiting on Mike. Mike, you're done. Iggy takes it. Sets a new TQ with 16.507. Mike in the number 2 with a 16.511. Josh in number 3 a 15.502. Good race, guys. Race number 6 of 7. Four-wheel drive buggy. right, got my turn marshals out there. Still waiting for Kyle Skidmore and George. You just come out of the hobby shop. Still waiting on George to check in. Oh. All right, everybody check in. Track is closed. Track is closed. Let's grid them up on the back. Finish the lap you're on. All right, drivers ready. Turn marshals ready. Kyle Skidmore, you're on the horn. Less than 5. Kyle. And George, whenever you're ready. Give you guys a little bit of extra running room. That way you don't bash into each other. Yep. 4-wheel drive buggy. 1 down, 4 to go. It's Kyle Skidmore in the number 1 with a 16.6 fast lap. Kyle Roberts in the 20. In number 2, George in number 3. I am. It is Kyle Skidmore, number 1, Kyle number 2, and George in number 3. George just laid down a new fast lap, 23.3. Kyle Skidmore is now ahead of his TQ by a whole lap. 2 down, 3 to go. Yes, Kyle Skidmore, number 1. Kyle, number 2, and George. George was new with a new fast lap of 21.9. Stock 2-wheel drive truck. You are up next. Race number 7 of 7. Last qualifying round. Need you on the red carpet. That is going to be Vince, Ryan, Thomas, and Iggy. Race number 7. Stock 2-wheel drive truck. One to go.
One to go, guys.
Kyle Robinson, new fast lap of 17.2. Kyle Skidmore, the new fast lap 16.4. 30 seconds, guys.
Don't forget to go see Miss Heidi. 20 seconds to go. Kyle Skidmore right now serving coming along the top of the back there. Your leader is owning this track right now on 18 lap in 5:07. Another 16-second lap that time for Kyle. Race it out, guys. Drivers keep going. Don't stop till we call your name. Keep going, George. Keep going. Final lap. Keep going, Kyle. And Kyle Skidmore, you are done. New TQ pace, 18.506. Kyle Roberts going to be in that dark color car. George buries himself under the hill. Come on, George. Come out of the closet.
Kyle, you're done.
Roberts, you're done. Hey, it's not stereo on here.
Echo.
You are done. Kyle, 18.506. Kyle Roberts, 17.518. And George, 13.519. All right, bring him up. Stock truck. You're up now. Okay, guys, we're going to need a couple of volunteer turn marshals to get this last race going on, guys. Let's get them out there. Stock truck, looking for Angry Thomas to check in. Thomas, don't forget, I also have your transponder holder here. That Bobby I Freddy found. That's right. That's right. All right, I need two more turn marshals, guys. Get them out there, guys. Everybody's checked in. Two more turn marshals. When? After this? What? Stock buggy? These guys? Stock truck. One at a time. Bring it over to Mason right now. Bring it over. He's going to do tech. Stock truck. Bring him into tech. That's right. We're going to catch somebody here. In the meantime, I need volunteers. What? Ryan Harrington said he wants to volunteer? Danny? Thank you, Danny. I appreciate you guys. Oh, wait. Danny had a motorcycle accident, so he can't. Turn marshal. Let's go, guys. Everybody coming to tech. Remember what the way we go. Remember, Shady's back. Back again. That's it, Iggy. You're out. Thank you, Mason. All right, guys. Still need some turn marshals. Let's go, guys. Last call. I'm going to start calling names out if I don't get some turn marshals out here. Let's go. Thank you, Danny. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, Hoss. Appreciate it. All right, last race of the qualifiers. We're going to take a 15-minute break after this race and go into the mains. Vince, you have a TQ set in round one, a 16.506. That's what you're going for. Vince on the horn, less than 5. Angry Thomas. Ryan Spriggs. And Mr. Iggy, bring it on. This is it. This is the final qualifier of tonight's program. We're going to take again a 15-minute break, go into the mains after this. Right now, the drivers are racing against their own clock. They're not racing each other. They're going for time. Vince in their burgundy and black with the yellow wheels takes the lead, followed by Ryan 2, Thomas, and waiting for Iggy to come around. Vince, new pass lap, 18.8 that time, going over that double jump. That's your leader. Right now, Vince is ahead of TQ by 1 second. Ryan Spriggs follows him to 2, followed by Thomas and Mr. Iggy. Danny? One down, 4 to go. Right now, Vince leading now, followed by Angry Thomas. Iggy now up to the, now back into the 4. Ryan now to the 3. All new fast laps on that one that time. And then Vince coming through 18.6. Vince right now off TQ pace by 4/100ths of a second. 130 down, 3.5 to go. Again, guys, last call. Maybe they're looking to buy a puppy. Joanne has one right now. $300 cash. Uh-oh, looks like Iggy might be out of this one. And he is right now as Vince in the lead, followed by Thomas and Ryan. Ryan now taking over 2. Thomas backed into 3. 2 down, 3 to go. Coming up to the halfway point right now, Vince leading him out just off TQ by 2 seconds. Ryan hanging tough in the number 2 spot in that white truck. Thomas in the blue and pink in that number 3. Iggy's out. Sorry. Just past the halfway point, coming up to the 2-minute warning. Again, one last time, $200 cash for the dog. There it is, 3 down, 2 to go. Vince is leading out. Come on, Vince, time to put the hammer down. You're 3 seconds off TQ pace. Ryan in the 2, Thomas in the 3. New fast lap by Ryan, 19.4. Thomas, 19.6. But Vince leading him out. Come on, Vince. You're 33 seconds off TQ. Coming up to the 1-minute mark. Shady's back. Back again. There it is. Yellow's on. 1 to go. Vince leading him out. Still off TQ pace now. 6 seconds. Ryan in the 2, followed by Thomas in the number 3 spot. TQ. This tells everything. But then in the next race. Ryan, new pass lap, 19.3 on lap number 12, bumping it up to a 15.518 pace. Vince, come on, buddy. Vince heading up to, for what, Maryland? One of NewRedHobbies' 2 sponsored drivers. We have Justin and Vince heading up. We actually bought them shirts. 18.3 that time. Look at that. He wants his free shirt, so he's fast now. Race it out, guys. Race it out. Everybody keep going. Don't stop till I call you. Remember, you're qualifying. Ryan, keep going. Thomas, you're done. Vince, you're done. We still got one truck out there, guys. Everybody hold your position. And you're done. Vince takes it 16.510. Does not set a new TQ, but he hangs on to it. Ryan 15.517. Thomas 14.505. Okay, guys, it is 9:20 at 9:40. That's 20 minutes. We're going to go up with the mains. Give me a minute here to set them up. Track is open for practice. Concessions is open. Go get. Sorry, Joanne shut the mic off. Not me. All right, El Chiporowski is heading on out. Yeah, I got it. With the heat sheets. Thank you, Mason. Modified buggy. Billy Easton, Kyle Skidmore, JR, and Mason. Let's bring him to the line. Turn master is going to be my independent stock buggy. Iggy, Mike Goals, Thomas Andre, Josh, Ryan Spriggs. The rest of you guys will get you to do the second race. Let's get him out there. Modified buggy, 3 minutes on the clock. All right, guys, last call. Looking for Billy, Kyle, JR, and Racing Mason. Let's get them out there, guys. Still looking for my turn marshals. Iggy, Mike is out there. Thomas, Ryan, still looking for Iggy, and let's see, Josh Margroff, please. Let's get him out there. No. We go back to 5. Remember, Thursday. Thank you, Josh. Yep. And Iggy, still waiting for you, Iggy. Let's get on track. Come on, guys. Last call. All right, turn marshals ready. Drivers, let's get them checked in. You guys got 30 seconds on the clock. All right, looking for Billy and Mason to check in. Ladies and gentlemen, let's grid up the A-Main modified two-wheel drive buggy. In a TQ spot, 18 laps in 5:01. Team Serpent, Billy Easton. In the second row behind him, also from Team Serpent, Kyle Skidmore. Representing Team Team Losi, JR Mitch. And representing his parents, Racing Mason McComb. Billy, I still need you to check in, buddy. Thank you. Okay, guys, this is a full field start. You guys are all going to go at the same time. This is the mains. Everybody on the horn, less than 5. Here we go. Now, this time you guys are racing each other. In that white car is the Serpent. You got 2 Serpent cars in the lead right now. JR Mitch from Losi in the 3, Mason and Associated in the 4, and here they come down the back. JR now moving up into the 2 spot, but the white car, Billy Easton in the lead, followed by Team Losi, JR Mitch in the number 2, followed by Kyle again in the number 3, and Racing Mason McComb in the 4. Here comes the world champion down the back. Looks like Kyle now is going to take over that number 2. JR is going to back up. He's going to give up that number. He does. Hold on to number 3. Mason takes the 4. Billy right now heading to the back. 902-1 area code up in the hills there. There he goes across the back. Team Serpent himself, the world champion Billy Easton coming through. Last time 16-6 that time. New fast lap of Billy. Here comes his teammate with a 16.8. Kyle and JR are going to come down with that. Losey with a 17 flat that time. 1 down, 4 to go. Mason going to come around 19.7. Right now, Billy Easton off TQ pace by 2 seconds. As he comes through that time, 16.8 again. Kyle with a 16.5. That is the new fast lap at around. JR 16.6, hanging right in there, trying to reel them in. But right now, your leader's up on the hill. Coming down the back, white buggy, Billy Easton. 1.5 down, 3.5 to go. Kyle, new fast lap that time, 16.5. JR 16.8 again. A bunch of guys in the 16s constantly and waiting for Mason to come around for his last lap. Turn marshal, there he is. And Billy getting through. Mason 21.7 that time. Coming up to the 3-minute mark right now. Your leader in the center track. He's got a 10-second lead. JR Mitch, new fast lap for him, 16.5 in the low C buggy. They're coming through lap traffic. Trying to get past Kyle right there. JR and does. He gets by, and here he is coming out of back. JR Mitch now. Team Low C in the number 2. He splits up the Serpents. You have Billy Easton in the center. JR in a red truck, followed by Kyle and Racing Mason in the red and white. And here we come. Down the back, Billy Easton 16.7. JR powering that Team Low C. Coming through. Kyle taking back the number 2 spot in the green, and Mason lets him go. And they get through, and there it is, Low C again. JR Mitch taking back the number 2 from Kyle. 16.4 for Billy as he comes through in the middle track by himself. And here come number 2, JR Mitch, Team Low C, Kyle Skidmore, Serpent, and Mason. We don't even know what he's doing. Coming up to the 2-minute mark right now, your leader is Billy Easton now on a 18.503 off TQ pace. Your battle's now in the number 2 position. Here he comes. JR Mitch, Team Low C coming through. And there it is, 3 down, 2 to go. Kyle Skidmore in the number 3, racing. Mason McComb in the number 4. Billy 17.3. Now 3 seconds off TQ time. Your battle up on the hill. Coming down the back, JR Mitch, Team Low C. And he rolls but saves it right there. Kyle catches up to him a little bit right now. There's about a 3-second difference between second and third. Looks like Billy trying to run down the whole group. 1:30 to go. Next up is going to be Pro Stock Short Course. Race number 2 of 6. You'll be ready to go on the staging area. And right now it's Billy Easton coming around through here on the white car right now, 16.7. Followed by JR Mitch heading up into the hills. 9021 area code. He shoots across the top there. Oh, and Kyle catches on the pipe and gets over it. Just as Mike does his little dance over to get it. Yes, Mike takes dancing lessons every Thursday night. Coming up to the 1. That's it. Yellow's on, 1 to go. Billy Easton leading it out right now. They let him go by. JR in the 2, followed by Kyle and racing Mason McComb. Again, Pro Stock Short Course should be ready to go in the staging area. Leader coming through in that white car. JR Mitch now coming out the back. Team Low C represented tonight in the modified buggy. Here he is in that red car coming through right there. JR 16.5. New fast lap for him on 15. 30 seconds to go. 25 seconds. $15 seconds. Again, it is Serpent number 1, Low C 2, Serpent 3, and Associated number 4. Here they come, down the back, Team Low C. There it is. When you cross, you're done. Mason, you're done. Or when you cross, you're going to be done. Billy, you're done. Kyle, you're done. And Team Low C. JR Mitch now heading down the back, and here he comes in that number 2 position. You are done. New fast lap that time, JR. Billy takes his 18.504. JR 18.516. And Kyle 17 in 506. All right, next up, Pro Stock Short Course. Bring it to the line, guys. You see the difference? You're not. Augie, racing Mason McComb. We want to see some cars in tech. Start bringing them up to tech, guys. Check them in and come see the Ethiopian sitting here on the carpet. Didn't mean that in a bad way. Sorry. Obviously, he was not at the supper table tonight. Oh, yeah. All right, Bobby, you're good. Check in for me, please. I mean, Thomas, you checked in. Let's go, guys. Bring him in for tech. See Mason over here on the carpet. He's just not looking pretty. He's not another pretty face. All right, we checked in there. What? Who is that? David Haslam? 3 grams under. All right, we'll let it go. Oh, here comes George. We know he's cheating. All right, we're good. Thomas Andre, check in, please. Thomas Andre, please check in. David Haslam, just remember, you're 3 grams under, okay? Next time you race, you're 3 grams under. 30? 30 grams under. Oh, my God. All right, someone go take a rock and stick it underneath this cover. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all checked in. Let's grid them up. TQ spot 15, 519, Chris Bastille. And the number 2, the myth, the legend in his own mind, Bobby Iprady taking the 2. And the number 3, Angry Thomas in the 3, David Haslam 4, and racing for the first time here at NewRedHobbies, George Miller. Get him on the lines, guys. Grid him up. It's not you, it's us. If I stood up, I might be able to see over you, but. All right, who's out there? Turn marshal, let's go. Who's in the first race? I'm going to call you out. Billy, Kyle, JR, and Mason. Mason, get your lazy butt out there. Just you checked a couple cars in. I need one more volunteer. All right, Danny, thanks, buddy. Right there. Sit on a chair. Enjoy your life. Sit on a bucket. I don't know, sit on a chair or whatever. Don't worry about those little blue chairs. They're meant to hold your weight. Guaranteed. No. There you go. That's the perfect chair we want to dig up the track. That's good. All right, drivers ready. Turn marshals ready, guys. Everybody's going to go on a horn. Less than 5. Change the time. 6 minutes. Let's keep it clean, guys. Keep it clean. You don't win a race by crashing. Looks like Chris Bastille coming down. Here he is in the orange. That is Chris. Followed by David Haslam in the 2. Bobby Iprady in the other orange truck in the number 3. Followed by George and Thomas battling out for that number 4 spot. And David Haslam in that blue truck taking the lead away from the other guys are battling out. And here they come. Down the back, that's David in the lead, Bobby Iprady and Chris. Woo, Chris shoves it right in there, takes it away from Bobby. Way to go, Chris. We don't want, oh, look at that. Bobby is rubbing his race in. Woo! Man, and Thomas now taking the 3 back, and Bobby taking it right back, and they're battling out, and Thomas taking it back to 3. But in the blue truck here, 20.4, your leader, Chris in the 2. Thomas now the 3, Bobby in the 4. George is going to be in that number 5 spot. There he comes across the top there. All right, Bobby, time to get it controlled. Turn your hat around. Remember? Like that over-the-top movie with Sylvester Stallone, Over the Top. Remember that arm wrestling movie? Flip your hat around. All right, doesn't do anything, but forget what I said. Right now, David Haslam in the lead, followed by Chris, Thomas, Bobby, and Mr. George. George, 24-4 that time. New pass lap for you. And we got a bunch of trucks heading up into the hills. Woo, they're banging and booming. Looks like David lost that lead. Chris now up into the lead. Looks like Thomas going to take over that number 2 in a pink and blue. David back to 3, followed by Bobby and George. And there it is, 2 down, 3 to go. Bobby upside down on his roof, snowplow. And here comes Chris himself. Remember, guys, we give out medals. These are once-in-a-lifetime real imitation medals. So it's Chris, Thomas, David, Bobby, and George. That is the halfway point. 2.5 down, 2.5 to go. Chris with a fast lap, 19.3 on 4. He is on him. Here he is coming across the finish line. That orange truck, nice and smooth. Thomas now right on his back. And there you go. That is for the number 1 spot as they go over there. And David right there. Oh, Danny, you all right? Take it easy, Danny. Danny just had a motorcycle accident. I'm making go turn marshal. It's all right. No one saw that, including the 10 million people who are watching on YouTube right now. Don't worry about it. No one saw it. I don't know who you are right now. 3 down, 2 to go. We'll see what the running order is going to be. It looks like it's Chris with Thomas still on his back. David now up to that number 3 spot, followed by Bobby and George. 1:45 to go. Right now, they're way off TQ pace right now. They slowed up. Thomas catches. It's going to leave Chris now plenty of room to run his own race right now. And here they come down the back. That is Thomas in the number 2, followed by David Hasselman in 3. 1:30 to go. David almost jumped over him that time. You got Chris up there by himself. Here he comes down the back. That's your leader. Little boy Chris up there against the big boys. Way to go. Thomas starting to reel him in a little bit, trying to calm down. David right on his back. And Bobby trying to get settled down with that new short course from Team C. Sponsored driver. There it is. 1 to go. Your leader coming through. It is Chris, Thomas, David, Bobby, and George. 45 seconds to go. Uh-oh, your leader upside down. It's going to let, hopefully, Thomas might be able to catch him. See if he can. Your leader heading across the back. 40 seconds to go. Thomas usually pretty fast. So is David. And here comes your leader through again. Running a great race. Thomas now right behind him. Picked up 2 seconds on that lap. 30 seconds to go. They may get an extra 2 laps. We'll see what the times do. Oh, Thomas catching a pipe. And right now, here comes your leader. 15 seconds. He's definitely going to get another lap, the leader. And there he goes. Chris heading up now. 10 seconds to go. Last chance, guys. Last chance. 5 seconds. David now all over the back of Thomas for that number 2 spot. When you cross, you're done. Bobby, I'm afraid you are done. Chris, you're done. Great victory. And here they come. Here comes George. George, you're going to be done. You're set. And you are done with David pulling a wheelie down the back. We are done. Chris takes the victory. 14.506. He took TQ also. Thomas Andre in the 2. 14.515. And David Haslam, 14.517. Good race, guys. Next up is Stock Buggy. Amen. Bring it to the line.
Two-wheel drive stock buggy. In my turn marshals out there from the last race. Chris, Bobby, Thomas, David, and George.
Yeah. Close it up. You got any tab?
track is closed. Track is closed. Need my turn marshals out there. Let's grid them up. TQ in the number 1, Mike McFarland with a 17.505. In the number 2, Vince McMahon. Number 3, Kyle Roberts. Number 4, David Whiteside. And number 5, Haas Gulick. Alright, looking for my turn marshals out there. Chris, Bobby, Thomas, David, and George. Bobby, you can back up later. Alright, drivers ready. Turn marshals are ready. Everybody's going to go on the horn. Less than 5. And it's Mike McFarland, number 1. Vince, number 2. David, number 3. Followed by Austin, number 4. Kyle, number 5. They're coming down the backstretch, crossing the finish line there. Mike McFarland, new fast lap with 17.2. Your leader just crossed the line. Followed by Vince. Vince has a fast lap of 17.7. Alright, Mike's in the number 1. David's number 2. Haas now up in the 3 spot. Leaders coming back down the back stretch. Leaders coming down. Kyle needs to pay your tab. Kyle Skidmore. Stock 2-wheel drive truck, you're up next. 3.5 down, 1.5 to go. It. Yes, Mike in the number 1, David number 2, Vincent in the number 3. David is all over the back of Mike. Oh, he rolls it. And gives Mike a little bit of stretch. And Vince taking back that 3 spot. 4 down, 1 to go. Yellow's on, yellow's on. It is Mike, David, Haas, Vince, and Kyle. Any leader just crossed that finish line. 15 seconds. Haas up to the number 2 spot. Vince in the number 3. David back down number 4. They're coming to line. They might get another lap. Race is over. Race is over. When you cross the line, you are done. Haas, you're done. Vince is done. David's number done. Mike, you're done. Waiting on Kyle. And Kyle done. Mike McFarland takes it with a 17.513. Haas in the number 2 with a 16.503. And Vince, number 3, with a 16.504. Stock truck. Race number 4 of 6.
Chris's dad is a great idea. Guys, anybody who won tonight, you have your choice of picking out one of the cats that's running around. You can take one home. Except Mama Cat. Mama Cat you can't take anywhere.
All right, looking for Vince and Thomas to check in. Also looking for my turn marshals from that last race. All right, we're just looking for Thomas Andre to check in. Need my turn marshals out there. Thomas, let's go. All right. Thomas has checked in. Let's gird him up. In the number 1 spot, Vince McMahon with a 16-lap 506. Number 2, Thomas Andre. And number 3, Ryan Spriggs. Number 4, Iggy. People. Still looking for my turn marshals. Mike McFarland and Vince. Vince is Kyle, David, and Haas. Can I get one volunteer? Someone to turn marshal, please. Up by the cone, J Concepts. Alright, driver's ready, turn marshal's ready, everybody's gonna go on the horn. Wait. Alright, everybody on the horn, lesson 5. Yeah, they're off. Stock 2-wheel drive truck. Alright, Thomas Andre already took the lead on that. Ryan number 2. Vincent 3, Iggy in number 4. Iggy just crashed. Vince took the lead away from Thomas. Ryan in the number 3. Iggy in number 4. Vince up there in the burgundy and black, going across, coming down the back. One. One down, 3 to go, 4 to go. Lost him. Vince coming across the line. Thomas to the 2. Brian back down to 4. Iggy in the number 3 spot. Vince is stepping it out. He's got a good lead. He's got a 10-second lead over second place. Iggy now up into 3. Two down, 3 to go. Two and a half down, 2.5 to go. It is Vince, Thomas, Iggy, and Ryan. Thomas with a new fast lap of 19.1. Next up is open 4-wheel drive buggy. Kyle Skidmore, Kyle Robinson, George Miller. He's on the red carpet. It is Vince with a 1-lap lead over the rest of the field. Iggy now is up into number 2, followed by Ryan and Thomas. And he rolls it, but he saves it. Coming down that back stretch. Yellow is on. 4 down, 1 to go. Well, it's almost on. It is Vince, Iggy, Ryan, and Thomas. $30. It is Vince, Iggy, Ryan, and Thomas. They're going up into the hills. 10 seconds. See if they get another lap. Looks like they're going to get another lap. Race is over. When you cross the finish line, you are done. Thomas, you're done. Ryan, you're done. Vince, you're done. Iggy's done. Vince takes it with a 16.516. Does not beat his TQ. Ryan, number 2. Iggy in the number 3. Great race, guys. Four-wheel drive buggy. Race number 5 of 6. Kyle Skidmore, Kyle Roberts, and George Miller. All right, I need my turn marshals out there from race number 4. Vince, Thomas, Ryan, and Iggy.
They said lock the door. I locked the door. Yep.
Still looking for Kyle and George to check in.
Hey, you gotta leave the dog.
Waiting on Kyle.
Less than 5.
You got to turn it on. All right, David's going to call this race.
Drivers on the top.
Talk. All right, let's grid them up.
What's their name? Kyle.
In the number 1 spot is Kyle Skidmore with a TQ of 18.506, followed by Kyle Roberts in the number 2 and George in number 3.
We're gonna mic this kid.
Yeah. Drivers ready. Turn marshals ready. Everybody on the horn. Less than 5.
Come on, George, get in there.
So we go up in the hills. It is Kyle Skidmore, followed by Kyle and George coming down the backstretch, trying to catch those leaders. Kyle Skidmore with a new fast lap, 17 flat. Right behind him is Kyle trying to catch him.
With a 17.3. George bringing around the 27. Oh, Kyle rolls it in turn one.
Kyle rolls it.
Lets Kyle Skidmore get away a little more.
And George finally crosses the board. Kyle Skidmore has got him a good lead up there. 16-9. Uh-oh, looks like George is out.
To get in there a little better.
Get in where? Looks like George is out, so it is Kyle and Kyle battling it out. About a half a lap apart.
Kyle Skidmore on a 18.5.13. Kyle Roberts on a 17.5.14. Kyle Skidmore running away with this one. Kyle Roberts is making too many mistakes. He's on the back. Now he's on the back.
Up next, independent stock buggy.
Amen.
Last race of the day.
Bring him on up to the carpet.
All 9 of you are going to be going.
We're doing Mike and Mike.
2.5 down, 2.5 to go. Is Kyle Skidmore the number 1, followed by Kyle number 2. Looks like George is out. And he it is Kyle Skidmore and Kyle Roberts. He's ahead of the rest of the field by 2 laps. He's running away with this race. I think he's racing to have 2 medals on tonight. Coming up to that 1 minute mark. 1 to go, 1 to go. Yellow's on.
He's been here before. He went right to it. I checked him all the way down the railroad track.
Here's Kyle Skidmore
No, if you want to
running away with this race.
Did he fill himself?
Followed by Kyle Robertson, number 2. $30. Kyle Skidmore, a new fast lap, 16.3.
We'll spend about 5 minutes inside. Throw him some lights. I don't know why you didn't turn the lights on.
5 seconds. Race it over. Race it out, guys. Race it out. Kyle Skidmore, you are done. Looks like the others are broke. Kyle Skidmore takes it with an 18.512. Does not beat his TQ. Kyle Roberts with a 16.504 and George with a 9.504. Independent stock buggy. Before you get out on the track, you need to make sure you see Mason. I'm going to need some volunteers for this race. Okay.
No, shut off my air. I'm not on anymore, please. And I'll just close them up a little bit. What are you doing? Is he still throwing things out? So he's in there. What's your time? Yeah, okay. Whatever it is, they gotta be heavy because it took 4 trips for that plus the.
All right, looking for Josh and Iggy to check in. I need some bunch of volunteers, turn marshals out here for this one. Looking for Josh to check in. All right, track is closed. Track is closed. Josh Margroff, this is your race. All right, let's grade them up. I need some turn marshals out here too. In the number 1, Iggy with a 16.507. Following the number 2, Mike Olds. In number 3, Thomas Andre. In number 4, Josh Margroff. In number 5, Ryan Spriggs. Number 6, Chris Basil. Number 7, Danny Landry. Number 8, Ryan Harrington. And number 9, Kaylin Haslam. Josh. Josh, you are in the number 4 spot once you get checked in. It's going to be Iggy, Mike, Thomas, Josh, Ryan, Chris, Danny, Ryan, and Kaylin. Josh, I need you to check in, please. Okay. All right, Josh, we got you checked in. You're number 4 spot. Chris, can I get you to turn marshal for me, please? Need one more turn marshal on the other side of the driver's stand, please. Thank you, David. David's coming out. Last race of the day, guys. Thank you, Mason. Drivers ready. Nope. Alright, are we ready? Drivers ready, turn marshals ready, everybody on the horn, listen 5. And we're off. Oh, Thomas just jumped right over Iggy there. They're going up. Thomas number 1, Iggy in number 2, Mike number 3, Ryan 4, Chris 5, Josh 6, Danny is 7th, Ryan 8, Kaylin number 9. It is Thomas number 1, followed by Iggy. And Iggy rolls it. Mike is now up in the number. Thomas took the number 1 spot back. They're coming down the back. Oh, and he rolls it. Ryan now up in the number 1. Thomas 2. Mike 3. Iggy back down to 4. Ryan in number 1. Thomas number 2. Mike up in the number 3. Thomas going over those doubles, followed by Mike at number 2. Ryan number 3. Iggy number 4. And they go up in the hills there, coming down that back stretch. Mike Olds up in the number 1 spot. Iggy rolls it. It is Mike, Ryan, Thomas, followed by Iggy. Iggy now up in that 3rd spot. Caught on the pipe. You got it. And there goes your leader across that line. Iggy up down in the number 2 spot. Followed by Ryan, Josh, Thomas, Chris, Ryan Harrington, Danny, and Caitlin. 3 down, 2 to go. Mike Olds is at number 1 spot. It is Mike, Ryan, Iggy, Josh, Chris, Thomas, Ryan Harrington, Danny, and Caitlin. Your leader just crossed that finish line, going over the double. Coming up on that 1 minute mark. Yellow's on, yellow's on. It is Mike in that number 1, followed by Iggy, Ryan, Josh, and Thomas in number 5. Mike just came through. He just did some cartwheels going through there. "30 seconds. And your leader just crossed. 15 seconds. It's going to be Iggy's last chance to catch him and see if he can do it. 10 seconds. Race it over. Race is over. When you cross, you are done. Thomas, you're done. See if Iggy can catch the Mike. Chris, you're done. There comes Mike down the back. Ryan, you're done. Mike, you're done. Ryan, you're done. Danny, you're done. Iggy, you're done. Waiting on Caitlin. Caitlin's done. And looks like Josh is out. Mike Old takes it with a 16-5-5-15. Number 2 spot, Iggy Schmidt with a 16-5-21. Ryan Spriggs in a number 3 with a 15-5-15. Good racing, guys. Don't forget, come out Saturday. It'll be open up at 10 o'clock. Registration opens at 12, racing at 1.
Okay, guys, I'm going to slow the track down. All right, race number 1, modified buggy. Gotta give Heidi a chance to come out there. She's talking to Mel, so give her one chance. No chances. Get her out. Fifth. Guess I don't need to yell. All right, Miss Heidi's going to come out. Modified buggy. Billy, TQ and win. JR in the 2. Kyle Skidmore in the 3. Guys in front of the driver's stand. Again, Billy Easton, TQ and win. JR 2. Kyle Skidmore in the 3. Come on up, you guys, for your medals. Four-wheel drive buggy. All right, next up, Pro Stock Short Course. Chris Bastille with the TQ and win. Thomas Andre 2. David Haslam in the 3. Again, Pro Stock Short Course. Chris, TQ and win. Thomas and David Haslam in the 3. All right, get out. All right, thanks for the warning. All right, race number 3, Stock Buggy. Mike McFarland, TQ win. Haas in the 2, Vince in the 3. Again, Pro Stock Buggy. Mikey, TQ win. Haas 2, Vince in the 3. Stock Truck's going to be up next. It's going to be Vince, TQ and win. Ryan 2, Iggy in the 3. Stock Truck. Vince, TQ and win. Ryan in the 2, Iggy in the 3. Thank you, guys. Four-wheel drive, buggy, race number 5, A-Main, Kyle Skidmore, TQ and win. Kyle Roberts in the 2, George Miller in the 3. I can't. I'm bad enough as it is. My wife yells at me all day. Kyle Skidmore in TQ and win. Kyle Roberts and George Miller. George, I need you up on the driver's stand. Oh, there he is. In front of the driver's stand. Come on, George. Get your picture taken. We put these on different video chat rooms, so we can't help it. George is going home with some bling. Can everybody say that? No. Race number 6, Independent Stock Buggy. Mike Goals taking the win. Iggy's going to take TQ in 2nd. Ryan Spriggs in the 3. Oh, thank God it's over. See you guys Saturday at gates open at 10, racing at 1.